Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's Jones, and he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. Shreds the tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And there he goes again. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 21-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. On play action, it's Wentz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Jake Elliott.
And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
36. Now
the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
A 48-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3, and it does feel unsettling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3 yard
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Seattle.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Seahawks, nothing.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because
he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
At the 44-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
They're tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Show it up, show it up. Solid.
This is Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Richard Sherman on the tackle.
Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught. Jones. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will